punch over his shoulder. Oh my. Hello everyone, welcome in. My name is Zammit. I'm a director, cinematographer and writer based in the south of the UK. And today's video is part 3 of us checking out all the cutscenes to Death Stranding, the director's cut. If you're new here or you've missed any of the previous parts of us checking out all these cutscenes, what I'll do is put a playlist down below in the description box so you can catch up, watch however you like. If you guys have returned, thank you so much for being here. You guys are the absolute best. And let's dive back into the mind palace of Hideo Kojima. Play the tape. But first, gamers, I'm guilty of just one more game, which leads to many. Most recently for me, Midnight Club 2. Just another race, I said. 5 minutes more, which led to what, an hour at least. This situation has me being exhausted and not feeling my utter best the very next day or week, if I'm being honest. But thanks to Manta Sleep and their amazing masks, I'm now able to get to sleep faster, and the sleep I am getting is of an S tier quality. The wife has been rocking the Manta Pro, I personally use the Manta Sound, and these things have been game changers, I kid you not. The reason being is they are a true 100% blackout with zero eye pressure, nothing touches your eyelids. And if you use the same one as me, they also have razor thin Bluetooth headphones as part of the mask, meaning I've been falling asleep faster, which I've already discussed, and I'm able to switch my brain off almost immediately by listening to soundscapes or podcasts. It has perforated materials for airflow and ventilation. I've not once sweated in this mask, even on hot nights. It's got 20 hours battery life, easy to move tabs for speaker adjustment, no audible battery notifications so you get peaceful sleep, and my personal favourite thing about this mask, it has C-shaped eye cups for side sleep comfort. I'm a side sleeper, what can I say? Everything I've just mentioned is from the mask that I'm using, but Manta Sleep also have the Manta Silk Sleep Mask, steam, weighted, children's, and you can even accessorize too. So now you know my secret, the best sleep mask on the planet. And right now you can get 10% off by going to the link below in the description and using my code KAI at checkout. And if you're super quick, however, Manta Sleep currently have Beat the Light sale, which is spend $99, get 15% off. Spend $149, you get 20% off. 100% darkness guaranteed, sleep better, anywhere, anytime. What more can I say, except daytime nap. Oh yes, please.
All right.
Oh, he's got the fucking cool shades lot on there, hasn't he? Oh yes, that's right. We started getting like cyber legs, the bikes there now. We're starting to look a little bit more like the full package.
Those new sites you've brought into the network have helped us to restore more of our archives. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to dig up anything about the BB's origins.
I still love the old glitchy look on this.
Out of BB-28's service record. If I could at least access that, I might be able to tell you why you've been experiencing those strange episodes. Well,
right.
I'll keep at it. You do the same.
So in the last episode, it looked like BB's dad was trying to sneak him out of a facility. He's obviously covered in black ink, isn't he?
Eavesdropping again.
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Cairo network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice.
Oh, he sounds more.
Fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Ah, of course, the partnership. That was it.
Good news, Sam. The box
Sound a bit growly.
made it to its destination. The test was a success. Got another one prepped for you to use. Thank you with my thanks.
Can't remember who that girl is.
Order assigned.
I quite like the shades look, man. I really do. Oh, those two front wheels really don't like that look. Oh shit, mate, the way that camera punched in up the motorcycle's arse and it zoomed off, I was like, oh yes, mate, we're at some speed. And then it's sort of like, I know, he came off the throttle, flatlined it. I love all the little visual aesthetics, a bit like Tron-esque, you know, blue lights. It's how you want to create future looks aesthetics is lens aberrations. All these little trinkets of lights and things like that. It really goes a long way. But it's mainly in your lens aberrations and your lens flares. That's how you really want to push, that's how you can push the future look.
Sam Bridges, right? We've been expecting you. The gauge you brought is going to save a lot of lives. Let
Let me do a quick inspection.
Let's realise there's no music on this.
Wonderful. It's in perfect condition.
Again, it makes us hone in on the audio. Or the dialogue
Once
that
you connect us to the
they're
network,
exchanging.
We'll be able to share our measurements with everyone. You mind doing the honors?
Oh wow, we actually changed it out for once. Normally it was from the other way, wasn't it? And then he goes up in the air. I'm glad they're changing the animation ever so slightly, because it get boring, always the same thing. And I know it's a game. Still lacklustre without that. Again, the lens aberrations, even if it's just RGB splitted or a little camera shake. Bop,
I'm
bop, bop.
sure they told you, but this weather station was built before the Death Stranding. Bridges 1 came and fixed it up. Unfortunately, we lost contact with our weather satellites a while back. Interference from chiral clouds. So it's been tough to measure chiralium levels and predict timefall.
Does that mean we got to go?
Thanks to you, this weather
Oh.
station can finally function as intended.
Oh, I was going to
You
say.
make our jobs easier. Now let us do the same for you. We won't let you down. I promise. Take care.
I see you got the weather station back online. Excellent work, Sam. When a region is integrated into the chiral network, it's also brought closer to the beach, in a manner of speaking.
It definitely helps
There's a
those.
significant impact on chiralium levels, and measuring
Graphic
that
splits.
impact is one of the Cupid's primary functions. The more we know, the more accurately we can determine where to expect timefall and when. Without the chiral network, we'd be left guessing. Oh, and thanks to your latest accomplishment, you can now review the weather forecast via your cufflinks. Check your map. You'll see. Ought to come in handy when you're planning routes. I'll keep an eye on the
Okay.
fire density from right here in my lab. It's
Mate, you
not
really are a
far from
fucking,
Zammit.
like, trucker on this, aren't you?
Passing those orders, and you'll put that region on the grid.
What
soon
route
enough.
to take, weather.
Good luck, Sam.
Good
Why
work,
she
Sam.
froze like that
That's
anyway.
one more site on the grid. Keep it up and we'll be finished before you know it. The weather station's forecast should be visible to everyone on the chiral network now. Yourself included. You can access them via your cufflinks. It could be useful when plotting your routes.
Again, it's still the conversations of three, isn't it?
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Congratulations, Sam. Your
Mate, all that
PCC's leveled up, so to
dialogue,
speak.
exposition.
It now has
Jesus.
the capacity to produce more complex structures. I'll let Mama fill you in on the details.
Sam, I've added a safe house schematic to your PCC. It's a
Mama.
fairly large structure, so it'll take a lot of time and materials to build. But once complete, it's pretty much identical to a private room.
I like the music tones on it,
Give it a
electronic.
shot.
Another great way to show you're in the
A floating carrier is a
future.
kind of
I did that as my university dissertation.
chiral crystals keep it suspended in midair, allowing it to move unimpeded over rough terrain. You can load one up with cargo and tow it to your destination with minimal effort. If one's not enough for your needs, you can hook it up to another and take two. Just keep in mind that carriers require a steady supply of chiral
Reminds me of,
crystals to
is it
operate.
Felicity from...
Make sure you have
Arrow?
enough to get where you need to go.
Oh, dude, what are we carrying? The fact that he's grunting and groaning, mate.
Order assigned.
I am sorry, that looks... How is this
Like you
possible?
don't have enough resources to build that safe house. Make sure to take everything we earmarked for you.
Mate, we need like a van or something.
Okay, Sam. Find your way to the building site. Use your map and compass if you don't remember the way.
Did you ever play this
I'll
and go,
contact you with
this is
additional
fucking
instructions once you
ridiculous?
get close.
Oh, you're dragging it on a pair of legs, is that? Dude, I was thinking we needed a lorry. Oh no, it's a
Let's get that safe house
floaty
built.
thing.
You good to go, Sam? First, equip your PCC and select Safe House.
Okay, so it's definitely more like building shit now, isn't it, in this episode? Oh, mate, look like he threw out a dueling disc. Now we just got to wait for it to build. And now printing. Yeah, so my dissertation, because dissertations, when you're university degrees, they're always a question that you're trying to potentially find the answer for, or you can add information to an ongoing question that already exists.
Sam,
And mine was like, how do you,
sooner rather than later.
how do films or movies depict future? I think it was like dystopian futures using electronical scores, something bullshit like that. I said, and then for it we had to write so many, obviously thousands and thousands of words. Plus I had to make a short film on it, and I use electronical components in it to depict a dystopian future, which my story was, which was a short film called Peacekeeper, where the police just like, it's a bit like Judge Dredd really, but the police will fuck you up just for like swearing. But there's no guns in the world, you know, there's no rules like that. Well, in the world, in the UK at least. Great sound effects on this. I really like that. And the music's low, isn't it? That's a, you can hear the diegetic sound of it being built or being printed.
Thank you,
And
Sam.
there's those particles.
This safe house will be a boon to countless others in the long run. I'm not just talking about the porters who'll use it as a stopover on the way to the weather station, but the people they help and the people they help. We're
Mate, you're
all
running it like
connected to someone else, Sam.
a skateboard.
But you'll have the honor of being the first person to rest there.
Dude, you got a hoverboard. Oh man, that is awesome. See, I love all that. They're using the action there. So as a camera, I don't think the camera's coming back, but he was in the foreground, but using all the elements moving. That was rotating right. The doors were shutting, all these extra layers. Oh man, I want that motorcycle to be like proper grunty.
Akin to predicting the future. Some animals have a kind of sixth sense that helps them to avoid danger, but we have something far better: the ability to gather data and act accordingly. Only humans possess this power to plan ahead. We have the capacity
Who's this?
to live each day imagining what tomorrow will be like. And our
That the bloke with the glasses.
once gave rise to a rich, vibrant culture. But somewhere along the line, we lost sight of tomorrow. We reduced ourselves to animals, focused only on the
Right.
here and now.
Man, that sounds like children getting beaten up. What's going on? There was also some sort of amazing voiceover, yeah, the voice of God. And then obviously the soundtrack coming. Man, that was well weird. But obviously that bit would have been amazing. All this sort of Icelandic view. I keep pointing, it looks like Iceland to me.
Thank you.
Oh, a tour.
Bridges has always been so good to us. Amelie was a dear friend in the early days. She saw the value in what we were doing and led the effort to get our farm up and running. We've been waiting a long time to join the chiral network.
Has that look to it? That's clever.
Well, Albie, did you really bring us this much? How on earth did you manage?
Mate, if we were on high honour, shit, we'd be up higher. Everything's all in good quality.
By the way, you wouldn't happen to know Fragile, would you?
Maybe.
See her. Pass along a message for us. Tell her, thanks for saving our hides. If she hadn't stepped up, South Knots and our farm would have been wiped off the face of the earth. She's a hero. And you can tell her I said so. All right, the network. Think you can get us online?
Dude, he literally looks like his TV show. I'm still waiting for that fucking lens aberrations. Oh, that was better actually, because the sound effects of the stuff going up in the air worked. Okay. Any features
So,
been added?
Sam,
Scan another.
you've been run down by mules after they pinged your cargo, right? Well, to help prevent
Oh, mate,
that
all
from
our
happening
shit's
again,
starting to come together now,
you've
isn't it?
upgraded your own cargo scanner. Say you're about to get pinged. If you time it right, you can return the favor and cancel out their pulse with your own. They'll be none the wiser, and you can carry on without worry.
What does that mean? So
Timing is
the
everything, though.
BTs would go for them? Man, I want to see that in action.
Now to start really using timefall to our advantage. Our farm will be a world first. Truth be told, we've got some test fields, but without the ability to predict timefall, the results have been less than stellar. The timefall around here was fairly regular, so we had a reasonable idea of when to plant and when to harvest.
I love the fact that they make him look like a farmer with his little waistcoat.
Everything out of whack. Too many dead, too many craters. Weather became impossible to predict. The network's forecast ought to help us get back on track, thank goodness. If all goes to plan, we'll be able to expand our operation and use timefall to cultivate whole swaths of land. We'll continue our genetic research too, of course, and see if we can't find a way to help develop a sustainable ecosystem. Hell, maybe we'll even stumble into some answers about the timefall while we're at it.
Mate, if you didn't have those glitches, it'd be really boring.
I'm up for the challenge. Thanks again, Sam. You've given us hope for a better tomorrow. I can't
better.
wait for the harvest.
Mate, I think I'd be playing with the camera all the time.
Halfway there. You can do it. Huh? Well, would you look at that? You've only just brought the Timefall farm into the network, and already we've got new orders. May as well make use of the return trip.
Good work. New order available.
It's, I must admit...
Sam, it's fragile.
Oh.
He calls himself a junk dealer now. Your client used to work in comms as a repairman. Could fix anything, from simple
Wow, look at that
wireless
horizon.
terminals to integral parts of the civic network. He was a good man, a pleasure to deal with. But after the attack near South Knot City, he changed. Not that I blame him. We gave him plenty of reason to distrust us.
Dude, how is this motorcycle going across all this? So interesting. I like the way the biomes are slightly changing. Different colour, ground level, junkyard, thickness and texture across the land. But the internals of it, they're very copy and paste. I understand because they're trying to keep it, but you'd think it would be keep it the same. Sorry, but you'd think they'd kind of change up ever so slightly. Oh mate, we're covered in that red shit. Whoa, this one's got colour. And it's clear. More of those cryptic messages.
My girl. All because of some terrorist nut jobs. And their buddies at Fragile fucking Express. Not to mention the Bridges assholes who had to go and kick the hornet's nest. Whatever. Let's see the goods. You make good time. Like you're supposed to. That's your job, isn't it?
Oh mate, he's got a bee in his bonnet. Understandably so.
As far as I'm concerned, all you porters are no better than terrorists. And nothing you say will convince me otherwise. So take your Cupid and fuck off.
Oh mate, what a welcome that was.
Something tells me that if we want to win him over, we need to figure out what really happened to that woman in the hologram.
How evil he looks there. I love it. Because he's looking across the brow.
We checked South Knot City's records, and there's no death certificate for a woman matching her description. Which is why I asked Fragile to look into it.
Hey, Sam. I was looking through my old client database on the off chance I might find our mystery woman. And wouldn't you know it, a pretty close match popped up. Facial voice. She's still alive. Our junk dealer's grieving for nothing. I doubt he'll take our word for it, though. Hang on. He just posted another order.
See?
Probably just trying to push our buttons.
No music. I'm honing in.
Deliver a terminal and see what he wants.
Good work. Order assigned.
If I had to write down a list of like almost like a pre-production of how this game is going to be built, how we're going to say, oh mate, we're popping fucking wheelies, how we're going to cut costs down, and how the game design is going to work, other than the story elements, it's pretty simple, really. Like, very generic looking... Oh yes mate, here we go. Can those hands come up and grab you if you're on the old three-wheeler here? I love the use of the heartbeat there. And the electronics tones they're using, but also the sound effects of the devices that we're using sound almost like a heart monitor. Oh, nice. A bit of wows in there. I just wish there was a little bit more Norman Reedus talk. I know he's a strong silent type MC, but just the dialogue between backwards and forwards conversation just seems a bit flat, for my personal taste. And why I say that is you want your worlds to be very believable, even if it's fiction. Or science fiction in this case. And you know, like, and someone just not talking to you, I just find that a bit strange. Unless they are, you're getting the backstory of why. I don't know, the fucking tongue's been cut out, or they just genuinely don't talk. Thank Christ for the rain on there, man. Oh, that's nice. That rain really helps give us texture in our shots. Why that little jump over the motorcycle looked a little bit more better than it probably should have done is because the camera came in. Because it came really tight to the subject. The subject's motion on a wider angle lens looks more amped up, more motivated. So that's why you can easily create that look yourself. So if you guys are into game design or game development or anything, or want your action to look a bit more intense, bring the camera really close to subject on a wider angle lens.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Or you can do the opposite thing. You can do it on a telefocal lens, compress the background, and then your shaking of the camera will make the action on camera more action-based. Two different styles, yet same movement, and can have two completely different feels to it when you're... Because remember, you have to use this fourth wall here to communicate that. Mate, this bloke came right in the head. He's just like, hey, I'm grieving. I want you to know why I'm grieving. Good thing I ain't that Porter, mate. I'll be like, oi, this is well weird. Sort it out. And it always sounds fucked up because you've got that music box going. Obviously, that's the point. Make it look like an angel, and the fact that she's in white as well. Very well lit from the front. Yeah, she almost looks angelic, doesn't she?
Oh shit! You actually managed to get the goods out of there? That takes balls. Well, now it's more than I asked for. Not bad.
Like
You know,
what?
those ruins you went to wouldn't be ruins if Fragile hadn't fucked us over.
Oh, okay.
Bridges, too. All that talk of rebuilding the country, it's just stirring folks up. My girl would still be alive if it wasn't for you people. She was there. When the terrorists tried to take out South Knot, she was already dead. Because of you.
Mate, the audio's going all over the place on this.
She's in a shelter southeast of the ruins. Mind if I take over? If he's not coming outside, then it doesn't matter who he yells at over the wire. And I'm guessing he'll feel better taking it out on me.
Hey, Bridges. Fragile says my girl's alive. And I'm just supposed to believe her? After what she did?
I think it's, I don't know if it's how the Games Little Playground have cut this together.
Prove it. And there's only one way out. I'll give you something to take to this woman you found. She says it's hers. You bring her back here to me.
Let me guess, is it that that time clock?
Skeleton I made that improves stability and mobility. Threw together some of the parts I've got lying around.
Oh, okay.
Just so we're clear, I'm only giving it to you because I want to make abso-fucking-lutely sure you complete this delivery. If my girl's still alive, then when she sees what you're carrying, she'll want you to bring her here.
My girl.
You do right by me. I'll do right by you.
Good work.
No worries, mate. I'll bring her back and a new husband.
The order's been posted.
Imagine that.
Take a look at the delivery terminal.
He's getting on my nerves, that guy.
According to the junk dealer, the Cairo
Obviously, that's the point, isn't it? He's meant to
fragile, and that kind
annoy
of
you.
cargo is best carried by hand.
That's a little something from the junk dealer. Sam, that active skeleton is built for speed. It's
All
designed
right.
to augment muscle movement, enabling you to travel faster. There's even a boost function if you really need to hustle, but it'll eat up battery about as fast as you eat up the ground. To think he made a thing like that out of junk, talent like his shouldn't go to waste.
Okay.
Order assigned.
See, this is quite... Oh, mate.
Handle with care.
Like, look at this. You feel like you're on a... Other than following a drunk person, stumbling everywhere, it feels like you're in space. Like, if you said, oh, this is on a setting of Mars or some other world, you'd believe it from the architecture, from the lighting, from the texture in the sky, from the visual aesthetic. He's really nailed that. And it's supported more by the same... It's not boring architecture, but it is literally all the same.
Delivering cargo.
Are you with Fragile Express?
Obviously, it costs more money, doesn't it, make all different designs?
You're a Bridges porter, aren't you? I'm not expecting a package. Oh, it's nothing dangerous, is it? Oh my lord. I never thought I'd see this again. Let me have a closer look. Oh, incredible. Not so much as a single scratch. I can't thank you enough. So, I'm on the one and only chiral network now. That's wonderful. I'm happy to be a part of the UCA.
Hang on a minute. That's not the same girl. Oh, very loads of this is very gamey now, isn't it? This part of let's say film. Then almost Freudian slipped it.
You'll drop by again, won't you?
The chiral artist's mother.
Take me with you. Please.
Very dramatic. Came in.
See him again.
Camera dollied forward, or tracked forward in this case. Piano's in there, motive.
I made this for him, you know. When the terrorists attacked, my mother and I barely escaped with our lives.
You can imagine making her like an angel.
I tried to find him afterwards. I did. I just didn't know where to look.
Oh, mate, the light's wrapping round her.
But that's not why I stopped. My mother never liked him.
Even now, look.
Right, that's pretty clear.
She hasn't got any bags under her eyes.
But I didn't think she'd go as far as to lie.
Dust
So
particles are
when
nice.
she said that he died, I believed her. Until I heard that message. It's him. It's really him.
I was waiting for her to be like, now I carry other man's baby.
I knew he was out there somewhere.
Camera's punching in ever so slightly. More
But
powerful.
I couldn't leave my mother all alone. So I tried to make my peace with it. Only I couldn't. Not even if I do wanted to. I
Look how
was
close we are
stuck
now.
in the past,
Going up to an ECU.
unable to move on.
Extreme close up.
Take me to him. I'm begging you.
Bassy tone of confidence.
Right now, if you want. Just say you'll take me.
I just find it really weird that he doesn't say anything. He just stands and stare. Like the whole, like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's you guys have to tell me, is that his character? Or is that just a way of cutting costs down? Did Kojima, was he like, do you know what, it'd be more powerful?
As you know, you'll be transporting a living human being for a change. It goes without saying that any falls or heavy impacts sustained may result in injury to your client. So proceed with caution, now more than ever.
Dude, what? Why can't she walk? Because of the BTs? In my mind, I was like, there's no way she's wrapping up like a corpse. She's going to get on the back, like a lift. This is outrageously funny. Good catchment in the eyes. I like that.
I'll hold the hourglass. I don't want it to break.
Alright. Is that like some sort of suit just to help her keep all like the fucking germs and that off? Ain't probably zipping it all up, is he? Just leaving her face out. This looks so weird. Oh, dude, I would have loved it if he stacks it and smashes her head on the floor. Like, as... Oh, mate, don't get too carried away.
Far from here, I think. Look for the tar. Where it bubbles up and it spreads. That's how you can tell. It'll swallow you up if you're ready. It's bottomless. Or so.
Wow, this is crazy.
Who use these places to dispose of terrarium contaminated waste. And bodies too. If you don't have time to burn them, there's always the tar.
Man, she just sounds as fucked up as the other bloke. My girl. I'm like, you can fucking walk, you lazy bitch. Oh, mate, I thought he was going to go then. Let me guess, we ain't going to say nothing. Is he doing it on purpose just because we are very much a fly on the wall? Oh mate, the way he came out crawling out, he's a bit like a creep.
Are you hurt? Thanks, Bridges. I can't believe you're alive.
That's my line, silly.
Oh, and came a little punched in there. Is there a little shake on the wobble?
My mom told me you were.
I kept it close. Always. But after the attack, it stopped working. I thought about fixing it.
Music's working.
The sand flowing again. But it felt too much like moving on.
Light's very harsh on them.
Forgetting you.
Well,
It's because he's trying to make it all very angelic, isn't he?
now we can both move on. Together, you and me. If you're ready.
Of course.
The man I knew. They took better junk. He fixed the things, made them like new again. Picking up the pieces and making the most of them.
I like this lying all shooting from the hip. It's good.
That's what I do best too. But this is one piece. We don't need.
Oh.
The only time that matters is the time I spend with you.
Good messaging in there.
So let's count some moments ourselves together.
And the music. Slow down, just that beat.
Asking you to marry me, dummy.
Oh shit, she's got a funny way of showing it.
I will. I do. Yes.
Mate, he seems like a proper Jack and Danny.
One other thing.
What?
Don't hate Mom, please. Tell her this is what we want. Help her to understand and accept it.
Why his hair's flapping about like that?
Because she needs us, and I need her.
All right. I'm pretty good at patching things up.
So a little camera tilt, just a little baby tilt there to look at the hands and then back up. You're gonna apologise to us now, yeah?
Sorry, I was such an asshole.
This is
treated
better.
you and Fragile like shit. I'm gonna try and make a fresh start with my girl. And though I can't do half of what you people do out there every day,
My girl.
I'm ready to pull my weight. If you need anything fixed, I'm your man. The UCA can count on me. It'll take some getting used to, but it's past time. We will join the UCA's network.
All right, let's go.
I won't let you down. I swear.
We'll never forget.
Oh yeah, I forget he don't touch people, does he?
Thank you.
Oh mate, you couldn't be more Japanese if you fucking tried. Oh dear, oh dear. Do you know what? I feel like this is great and all, but I feel like there's some Eastern touches that just take off those sharp edges a little bit. But then again, that's what you're playing this for. That is his style, isn't it? You know, he doesn't let you forget that. This is very much an Eastern. So when earlier I meant Western styles. This is very much an Eastern, like all the fucking shit coming up very quiet and, you know what I mean?
Sam, that whole region is connected to the Cairo network now. Head for the next area. To connect South Knot City, you'll need to make a delivery.
I want to see some more BB's background. That's what I want to see.
Not sure I follow. Why not just get them on the network? Let them print what they need.
Because you can't print everything. You do know that, right? Food, medicine, organic compounds, that blood of yours that's proven so effective against BTs? None of that can be sent by the network, only the old-fashioned way. The people of South Knot have been struggling ever since the last attack. Now if they're to survive, they'll need all the supplies Lake Knot can spare. Head back there and pick up the order. By the way, sometimes you might find yourself traveling home empty-handed, right? Waste the trip, I say. Make the most out of it by making sure you've always got an order on your back.
I love these little subtle...
For instance, one just came in from the junk dealer. A joint request from him and the Cairo artist, looks like.
These little hints and tips that they're giving you.
It'd be in everyone's best interests if you took it on. Check the terminal for details.
You know, like a real truck. If you're going to go somewhere, you might as well pick something up.
I'm detecting abnormal Cairo levels to the north of South Knot City. The numbers indicate heavy timefall in the area. It appears to be some kind of storm, but nothing like anything I've ever seen before.
Oh.
So, truth be told, I can't actually see it either. The storm should be right outside my lab, but with the baby, I'm in no position to investigate. Doesn't seem to have done any real damage yet, but would you mind looking into it for me? Just be sure to keep your distance, alright?
Great, a little bit of foreshadowing. Build it up that it's going to be something potentially different and bad. There's definitely, makes me, the old Norman Reedus thing, I think it might be a case of they got him to do all the bulk cutscenes, they paid for him to do all that job. And they're like, let's add more content, let's do this and do that. Then they haven't got to pay for him, have they? And they can add him as many side missions as possible. Because if he's not saying anything, it's a great way to cut money, cut your costs down. Because you're not paying for extra days for voiceover work and things like that.
Come a long way, huh? Hope your cargo held up as well as you.
Man, that looks like the fucking Edgar...
You were the right man for the job.
Wright director. Is it Edgar Wright?
So, here's stuff you brought. Motor and a pouch. They're not like our usual supplies. New designs, like you heard. To think a junk dealer made this. Heard he was a pro, but even so, it's impressive work. I'll notify HQ and try to expedite evaluations.
Alright. I like all the dust particles still on that, and definitely the glitchiness of it. It definitely helps.
Hey, just got the evaluation results from the people at the distro center for those prototypes you dropped off.
What happens between that then?
Caught their eye. The motor, for one, was impressive. They really couldn't believe it was made from scrap. It can be fitted to a modified truck and be ready to go in no time.
Cool.
They contracted the junk dealer straight away and got it added to the list of supplies that can be fabricated. They had good things to say about the pouch, too. Contract has already been made, and you'll find the pouch in your private room. If you want to customize your backpack, you'll need to drop by one anyway. Anyway, I hope you appreciate what those two did for you, and give this new gear a try.
So, though, that weird couple, I'm going to call them weird couple, because the whole thing was weird, but it was very much... I don't know, I can see like little hints of like Romeo and Juliet in there. Just told from a fly on the wall perspective. It's just... And like the lighting, definitely you can look at the way to see where they, again, they were this angel couple, overexposed in certain degrees. It's very different, isn't it, from some sort of like Western culture. But that's what's nice about sometimes when you play these games, you know, as much as, you know, when I play them. Oh mate, is she in the shower again? Or something's in there. Dude. Wow, that ain't freaky, is it? Listen to the riser. Oh, electronic tones. Sounds exactly like Aliens. We can punch over his shoulder. Oh my. Is there one in there? In his head. Fish and chips. I was expecting something to happen because it went... all the Foley fucked off. It just... there was nothing. Classic jump scare signs. Yo!
The people down in South Nuts.
Oh mate, it gave me goosebumps.
Terrorist attacks lately.
Spooked me up, even though I knew it was coming.
Regularly either. No one's starving, not yet, but a sense of unease is spreading across the city. We need you to bring them as much as you can of whatever you can. Food, oxytocin, the essentials. You'll also be carrying seeds, earthworm and insect protein paste, organic chemicals, and anti-BT weapons laced with your blood. None of which can be sent via a Cairo printer.
Alright.
Delivery will remind the citizens they're connected to the rest of the country. It will give them hope.
That's it, mate. It's get Postman Pat on it.
All the better. Something's been nagging at me, though. Fragile checked in a little while ago, saying that due to some instability with the beach, she was having trouble making jumps. Until things settle down, she won't be able to help you out.
Oh.
Fragile's at the distro center south of Lake Knot if you want to hear the rest of the story. I marked the location on your map. Be sure to take a look. By the way, chiral density appears to be increasing across the board. We're currently looking into what kind of impact this might have on qubit functionality. No need for you to worry about all that, though. Just keep on doing what you do best, huh?
Unable to process order. Unable to process order. Please stand by until the problem can be rectified.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Sam, Bridges, I presume. Sorry about that. The system seems to be on the fritz. One of the packages wasn't processed properly and got left out of the order. It says here the client is Fragile herself.
It sounds like fucking Troy Baker, that villain.
The system couldn't tell whether it's for Fragile Express or Bridges.
He's hiding his eyes as well.
Anywho, really sorry for the holdup, and careful. The contents are fragile. It's okay.
Mate, my alarm bells are ringing on that. At first I thought it was that bloody actor. Can't think of his name. Oh, the guy from Scott Pilgrim. Oh, dude, that bike's red now. Yes, please. But it sounded like that bloke with a skull. Dude, is that like a bomb or something?
Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Decontaminating.
Should it be going like that?
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Use of weapons is prohibited.
See, with this future fucking sci-fi aesthetic, it's so simple to make it look like that. Industrial, grey, blocky, and with the lights as well. I definitely think it's got to be the way a game's little playground of colour. Oh, that little lens flare down there, cheeky.
Oh, hi. Sam, Bridges, I presume. It says here the client is Fragile herself. Careful. The contents are...
And you can tell something's up because he hid his eyes. He did that. He looked for his forehead.
Higgs.
Oh, Higgs. That's his name.
Fragile. Son of a bitch, it was him.
What are you talking about?
The package I picked up.
Is that a clicking...
Like not.
Is that a clock?
I wasn't expecting any package.
He said Fragile herself was the client. The system was down, so some Bridges delivery guy had to hand it over in person.
Who?
Look, the point is, it was Higgs.
Come on, I need to see it now.
Bam! Great music. I really like shooting from the chest up. Looks great. I like that myself, actually. I always like shooting, like either from the hip or Boom, 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 boom. Slightly off, very handheld. I love this. When I say handheld, it's from the top handle. Top handle is so beautiful.
It's a nuke! Not again. That bastards can't do this to me again. The timer's already started. I can't stop it. We only have one option.
Look at this.
Got to get rid of it. Take it
Rapid hand movements.
Next to South Knot. It's a tar pit. Damn near bottomless. If we chuck it in there, we just might have a chance.
Okay, remember, we are enjoying this way more because we've had all these static one-way conversations. Let's go, Riser. Boom, into a cut to black. Gives that transitioning of time. Oh, this is nice. Yes, I want to see fast-paced movement now. Let's go.
All right, Sam.
So why are we carrying...
the crater lake to your map. Get the nuke there ASAP and dispose of it.
Sorry, why are we carrying all this other cargo? That seems a bit dumb to me. I don't know if it's part of the story, but two things. It makes it seem like the mission isn't that important. And two, what that does, it pulls me out the illusion that he's carrying a nuke. Oh, is that just like our normal backpack now? Like, just all this shit on the top?
Hurry up and get rid of that goddamn nuke.
How are we going to get it? Like... Man, you don't look very bottomless from there. Just like it's floating on the surface. A nuke. Oh, look at that lovely mist. Wow. I say wow, not because of what I've... Just how it all looked like under the tar. Just like the geometry of the game was moving and everything. That's pretty cool. That whole section was a smidge lacklusting. Because he was carrying all the parcels, it pulled me out the illusion of what we're doing.
I love a lot more than I ever did.
Maybe there's no way of saving Middle Knot. But South Knot's still here. Because of me. And you.
I love that leather look. Great way also to show that future aesthetic. Or even if it's not that far in the future, it's a realism there. Because remember, his ideas are fucking... He's juxtaposition. It's very surrealism, yeah?
What happened to you?
Oh, hear that Foley. Especially in her leather. Lovely room light there.
By the time I realized what Higgs was planning, the nuke was already at the city gates. I followed the delivery truck and somehow managed to carry the bomb to safety.
I love this. Starting with an ECU.
Me from the start.
Oh, do you know what I was just thinking that?
Handed outside the gates, nuke still cradled in my arms like a child. So.
Why is she no knickknacks?
He strips me down to nothing. And then he makes it rain.
Oh, that's because she said he like burnt all her skin up and that, wasn't it, or something?
Listen up, Fragile. I got a proposition for you.
This is cool.
Live out your days as damaged goods.
That's framed by her ass.
Get to the point.
All right. If all you want is to save yourself, you just have to jump. However, if you want to see this altruistic streak of yours through, then you'll have to carry my nuke to the bottomless pit and toss it in. Oh, sure, you'll be a city.
Yes, please. Love this.
But you will have to walk naked through Timefall to do it.
Moving better because of the rocks on the bottom.
Saved a lot of your time for a little bit of the cities. Hell, seems like a fair exchange to me.
Gonna get face reveal. Oh. Rascal, mate, gave me a double bubble. No, he is going for it.
You see, the truth is, I don't much care for my face. That's why I hide it. Oh, but you... Ooh, you just love yours, don't you? I bet Daddy was real proud. Oh. Don't worry.
Nice move. Camera punched in.
See, I want your face to be a kind of testament.
Why did you do it? Why did you betray me?
Because I found someone who completes me. Someone who doesn't need me to wear a mask. Oh,
who's that then?
Word to the wise. Even if you do save South Knot, you'll always be the nut job who blew up Middle Knot. Oh, and that pretty face of yours will always be remembered as the face of a terrorist. They'll never stop hunting you. Believe me, I know.
I really like seeing the American actors, European actors in a Japanese setting. This is great. We're going to get some close-ups.
What's it going to be?
I want to see some fucking sizzling bacon.
And the goods. I don't break that easy.
Looking for a brow, guys. Remember, I always say this. Looking for the brow.
Well, good luck with that.
I'll take the damage. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy.
And you can hear it, can't you? That brrr in the background to make you feel uneasy. You let the close-ups do the work. Come on.
Because I'm fragile. But I'm not that fragile.
This is nightmare. I feel like this is a reward. Wow. Oh, he's a rascal, mate. Ooh. Mate, the way he got her in those little tight panties, mate, and her arse crack showing. Very Sigourney Weaver. Oh, mate. Nice. On a telephoto lens there, you can tell that by the compression, the lens compression, yeah? And what that does, it makes it more epic, more badass, because it's shallow depth of field. Great, you didn't need to see all of it. Just the build-up of it.
Well, there it is. You are a goddamn hero. You did the right thing. This belongs to you.
So how much more you connect with him as a character when you hear him talk.
I'm no hero, Sam.
It's just so much better.
Choice I made. I've regretted it ever since.
Wish you blew it up.
All I had to do was jump, and I could have saved myself.
But instead, you saved a city. And more than that, you gave people hope.
Well, now there's only one person left for me to save. I'm gonna make Heats regret he ever crossed me.
By killing him?
Can't. He's way more powerful now than he was before.
He's a pretty badass villain, I must admit.
But you could take him. You could.
How?
But promise me. Promise me you'll leave him alive. There's something I want to ask him to his face.
I didn't think you were capable of torture.
Am now. And I want to know why he betrayed me. Do you want it?
Ha! Nice. Okay, that's the character. That's interesting. So that simple symbol symbolizes trust. Yeah, you get used to the taste.
Sam. Don't forget about the supply run to South Knot City.
And the reason why that worked is because he had about 3 or 4 times of him saying, "No, I don't want that shit," and now we got that.
Outstanding, Sam. Now let's get
That was good. That last bit was really good. The whole build up to the bomb, middle section was a bit weak. And to be fair, I don't need to be playing it. There was a few other reasons. I said like the cargo and things like that. It was just pulled me out of it. See how much nicer that looks when we're going fast when the camera punches in, and then when it goes normal, mate. Ooh. Mate, we've got more glowing packages. Oh, look at that. See, just that simple laser, the smoke in there. That's how you do it. That's how you see the lasers. One of the first films to ever do that with the old lasers, you know, seeing lasers on the floor. And it was in Beverly Hills Cop 2, but they never used it. They left it, they cut it out. It's one of the first movies to ever do it. And they never used it.
Great to see you, man. You don't know how much we've been looking forward to this.
Not as much as I was looking forward to that cutscene.
Gotta start with those who need it most. Given this quantity, everyone ought to get a share. We really appreciate it. So is it true the chiral network is finally becoming a reality? I can't believe it. I really can't. Feels like a dream almost. If it's not a dream, then yeah, we want to be part of it.
Oh, that looks better. Why does that look better? I think it's the lights on it. Cut the black, come in, and then they fucked stuff up. Mate, they should give us some light flickers. Maybe that would have worked. Dub-a-dub-a-bub.
I don't think we could have survived without outside assistance. The chiral network could make a huge difference, make repairs more manageable. It could help us finally get back on our feet. You've given us a gift more precious than you know. When we lost Middle Knot City, it felt like there'd be no end to the violence. I woke up every day thinking it might be our last. Yet, here we are.
I wonder how many of you played this game and then fell off.
Let's just say I don't believe in miracles or luck. Hell no. I believe in people, and it was people that saved us. Just like you did today. Now it's our turn to pick up the pieces and do the same for others. I'm sorry. I gotta get this to everyone. We really appreciate it.
Oh, here he is, back again.
I'll see that your supplies are ready and waiting. Suppose I don't need to tell you to take care when you come fetch them.
Wow, Christ, got a small load this time.
Thanks, Sam. You've saved South Knot City and brought our people even closer together. You're halfway there.
Look at the way they outline her in gold.
To making us
Or yellow.
again. Listen.
Like she's some godly figure.
Something I need to tell you.
Oh. I knew something was wrong, but the bass tone was there to tell us that something's wrong.
Sam, Amelie's connection just dropped. We've been routing her calls through the old system. Must be a problem with the lines. I'll look into it. Let's just hope it's nothing more serious.
Sam, I'm detecting a chiral...
Oh, he's still there.
right in your vicinity. These numbers are off the chart.
That's a much better look.
Might explain the sudden service interruption.
Whatever's causing it could pose a threat to the Knot cities. Get out there and investigate.
Oh, dude, that was way cooler. By having him on like some sort of conveyor belt. Oh. Ooh. He looks unbelievably realistic, doesn't he? Mate, what an idea that you have to carry these babies about while fighting these spirits. Like, what a bonkers idea. Oh, this looks great. Really nice. All the debris in there. Obviously, what that's doing is giving us textures. Again, it's always about the foreground, midground, background. Honestly, it really does feel that composition. Like, look at this dust blooming over the top of it. Or smoke. Oh, that looks great. Really low. Makes them look more scary. And then we come up to their height. This baby's dead. Wow, this looks phenomenal. Low-key lighting. These beautiful low angles. All the framing is just like beautifully done. Look how unbelievably good that looks. Low-key lighting, okay? We're looking at the only the light bits that we can see. I say, where's his junk? Combat veteran. Whoa. That was awesome. Again, I can't make heads or tails of the fucking story. Well, I understand a bit of the story. But you're just like... Oh, look at him off, mate. But, like, why has this happened?
What the?
Yeah, exactly. Like, in a situation like this, would we really be picking up packages? Or is this the real world? And this is just illusions, well, not illusion, but it's all just happened around where they are. Oh, he's hitting his little head in there. You watch, like he'll about to have us, and he'll be like, "Baby, is that you, baby?" Looks great. All the shit falling down. I said it's all about your texture. Punching in. What he's doing by building the momentum by coming towards him. Music's gone away now. And then he comes to the camera. You meet in the middle. Beautiful. Lovely edge light. A bit strong, if I'm being honest. But it's fine, he can do because it's... I was going to say alien, but I don't know what the hell you want to call this. Dreamy? Power status with a hero shot. See, the camera didn't pedestal up towards him, was it? We'd be on level with him. Don't want that. He's a bad guy. He's bigger than us or stronger than us. Bring the camera down. Give him the power status. The hero shot. Or anti-hero, if you want to call it in this case. Dada? Like, why is he not recognising him? It's like, it's your father, BB. I love that look though, of like the skulls. Is that the baby? I'm loving the soundscape on this. It's really lifting, amping up the levels. And that is the baby going mad and all, isn't it? Oh, is that him? I just thought he was a bit of the level. It's not. It's obviously a battleground, and the boss keeps popping up. Does he? I see. It's how they cut it together. Confused the shit out of me. Boo! Oh mate. Oh look, he's putting his hands against it. Look, Daddy. Oh, that's nice. Come round the back of him. What, now he's realised? After it looks like he's kissing us giving us a love bite. That was the last flashback we saw, wasn't it? Oh, this is new. Look how real that looks. 5500 daylight range on there. Bang, 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 bang.
Sam, do you read me?
Dude, was that just one vision?
Everything okay?
Where am I?
Say again?
What happened to me?
The second you left the distribution center, the storm blinked out, just like that. Chiral density dropped almost as fast.
I got caught in the storm and I was in a war zone.
You been daydreaming, Sam? Comms were only down for a second.
Oh, that's fucking great. I love that. Time doesn't move, mate. Yes.
Tried taking my BB.
If you say so.
The little one can vouch for me.
Sam? It's been less than a minute since we last spoke.
That can't be right. I was there for hours, it felt like.
And the fact that the camera's orbit strafing around him.
Never mind. Coming to you.
It's a shame I can't meet you halfway.
Yeah, I know. Your kid, right?
Be careful, Sam.
Is he alright in here, that little baby?
Forward to seeing you. It's been a while since I've had company.
I like it. At the same time, my head's like, what the feck is going on? All our cargo's on the floor. The same thing I think about the cargo. It kind of ruins it a little bit. Obviously, I know it's built on that.
However, from
the start, she had concerns about its long-term viability. Felt Cupid's had fundamental flaws, which might explain the strange phenomenon you experienced and the spike in chiral density. You should pay her a visit. See what she has to say.
Mate, what a head swizzle that was. Oh, that's interesting. They elongate the bike as well. That's why it looks so badass. Bike it stretches out, the camera comes in. Nice. It's so interesting coming off Red Dead Redemption 2 to this and just seeing how weird and how different the gameplay mechanics are. Oh boy, that's setting us up for something, isn't it? Oh, let the camera go in first. And then we see where... Remember, we've always seen it from Sam's perspective, aren't we? Is this Higgs now, or is this the old man again?
Don't worry, Sam. She doesn't bite. Glad you made it.
Whoa, what? Oh, look at this shit. Okay. Again, it's always the camera punching forward that does it. The way that she was looking from the side, then came round, eyes open, focused as hell.
What the?
Can we... Does that thing stop going around? Backlit as well with a nice strong edge light on the rim of her glasses.
There, she's down.
Now the lighting comes up.
Drink it, my body keeps making it. Going through the motions really helps with the soreness, though.
What is she?
She's my daughter. And I'm her mama. It's okay. She's only connected to me.
The fact that he's looking.
You can see it, right? You're hooked up.
Mate, she says it dangling around like a fucking dog on a lead.
Now you know why I can't leave.
Oh, I like the music. Yes, please. Can you not turn that thing off?
So about the supercell. Do you think the grown-ups could talk for a minute? Thank you. Look at this. This was the chiral density when the supercell appeared.
Fuck.
But almost immediately after, it dropped to normal levels. In other words, the storm vanished in less than a second.
That's impossible.
Okay, let's pull the data from your cufflinks and take a look then.
So you could hear it. They can hear all the information.
Well, that's all pretty crazy, but at least you're not. Timestamps in the logs support your story. Best guess I can muster is you were trapped between two different spacetimes.
Two different spacetimes.
HQ is
Every time they give us that little bit of
all they've got to work with is the frequency.
world building,
But
keys come in. I love it.
a little effort, they should be able to figure out where you were sent.
And it's more dramatic. It's more dramatic because they're longer takes. They're not quite one shots, but they are just incredibly long takes.
She's been crying more at night. Chiral density increases in regions connected to the chiral network, but the numbers are way higher than I projected.
That's bad, right?
Yeah, more connections means more chiralium. Early on, Bridges did acknowledge this as a potential problem, so I installed special limiters in the Q-pits to keep the chiral levels in check. Looks like the limiter on yours is faulty, though. The supercell and the temporal phenomenon that you experienced may be related to all this.
Are you saying if I keep extending the network, we might be in for more temporal phenomena?
Maybe.
Oh dear. That don't sound good, does it?
Or worse.
Nice. Cut in action.
They cause another death stranding.
But you got a solution.
Mate, see that? They delivered it on an ECU.
Right over here, in fact.
Good. Shame they cut back to the same shot, though.
Integrate a limiter into this new Q-pit I threw together. Thought I'd make you one since you said you were coming.
That's me. Like, even though you're playing this, like you don't feel like.
No, crisis not averted.
I don't think it's like too bonkers within the world.
To work with the new hardware.
Well, then get to it.
Yeah. No can do. I designed the hardware, but the software was written by someone else.
Well, where can we find them?
Her. The name's Lochna.
I thought
She
that.
was a member of Bridges 1. You'll have to head to Mountain Knot City.
Alright, I gotta take a Cupid there anyway.
As soon as he said him,
Good. That's great.
I knew it was a her.
Here we go again. I don't know what's gotten into her lately. She's so scared. Look at her. Maybe the other side wants her back.
Mate, I thought someone was holding her.
Maybe she wants to go back. We can't keep on like this. That much I know.
You wanna tell me what happened?
She was due. I was in the hospital waiting for our C-section.
Oh, this is nice. That little baby, look at him, bless him. Oh, of course, they're going to freak us out playing a fucking sort of like musical chime. So, I mean, look at these longer shots now, okay? Making us hone in. Music semi there, but it's really come down under more of the soundscape. Using a glass as a transitional fade. Nice, rather than a flashback of some sorts. Oh, dude, she got crushed with a baby in her. Dear, oh dear.
Pinned under the rubble.
Lovely, look at that little bit, 5,500. Across the forehead, very diffuse.
And wait. Felt like forever. But no one came.
See how it got dark? It looked more believable, more real.
They said air and water.
Dude, that looks so trippy.
Can someone help me, please?
What was that, like maybe a 32 mil?
Went by. The water ran dry, and the cold set in.
Wow. Oh, the poor little mite.
I gave birth there in the rubble. But instead of bringing life into the world, I brought death.
Oh, because it died obviously inside her. Wow, look how messed up that looks. I think it's about a 3200. I think it's about a 32 mil lens or something like that. Coming real close.
My baby started to
Or 17.
Right. Her life was the price I had to pay to survive. She saved me.
Doing that one-shotter, back, forth, it does get very boring, I'm not going to lie. But this is great, because they're so close. If you'd seen Adolescence recently, it's the same shit. Because she's stuck is the best way to show it. If they cut that, that wouldn't have been as good. Having that one long take.
But she's a BT. The ties that bind her to this place bind me too. You could say I've never really been discharged.
And you're okay with that? I mean, you know she's gone. You want to live your life in the shadow of the dead?
Come on. You, of all people, you chose the dead over the living. Why else would you be here? I just remembered. Dead men told me repatriates have special blood. Mind if I take a sample?
Yeah, sure. Suck me dry. You already told me in my sleep. A bit cold, ain't you?
Just a second.
Oh yeah, I just realised he's touching it. She's touching him.
There. All done. I want to run a test.
Mama, are you?
I'm sorry, Sam. Would you mind leaving us alone for a while?
Yeah. I gotta get to work.
Wow. Just goes to show you, in a world like this, everyone's a little bit...
Forget what I said about chiral spikes. Reconnecting the world comes first. Maybe we're making things worse. Maybe not. But it's the only plan we've got. Good luck, Sam.
Everyone's a bit fucking cuckoo crazy when this, aren't they? But the thing is, though, it was a different kind of... It was a believable cuckoo crazy compared to the other dippos in that facility. My girl one. Because Sam was talking to him, so it became a real scene. Really good use on that one shot. Really good use.
Next objective is to bring Mountain Knot City into the network.
Made it so believable.
Take you to a way station
I really enjoyed that.
center north of the city. From there, it gets tricky. You'll have to take a detour to get around the mountains.
Still want me using this Cupid on the way? Software's not been rewritten yet.
It's fine. If you link up Mountain Knot City after your Cupid is fixed, the update should filter through the network, stabilizing the connection. It's just one more reason to get there ASAP. But for now, make do with the Cupid you've got.
Any word from Mama Lee?
Oh, I forgot. She went down, didn't she?
Have to hope she's all right and keep going. It's what she would want.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, check in at Lake Knot City's Southern Distro Center before you hit the road. And good luck out there.
By the way, Sam, I've added a zipline schematic to your PCC. Figured it would come in handy. All you need to set one up is at least 2 anchors. Why bother carrying cargo across a river or up a steep hill when you can just send it through the air?
Definitely characters that are going to leave a lasting impression, right?
You can use the anchors outside my lab. Have yourself some fun.
I believe how good the actual graphics looked, actually. Obviously, it's all motion captured, surely.
If you want Fragile to send you, you'll need to head to a private room. South Knot City looks closest from what I can see. It'll be a lot quicker than walking, that's for sure. But you can't take any cargo with you, so there's that. It's up to you. Just remember the option's there if you need it.
Why is that motorcycle gone back to blue again? I think I like it when it was red. It's funny actually, like the first part I watched this game, I was like, oh, it's really interesting. I don't know if I would want to play it. Second game, I'm like, yeah man, I think I want to play it, this challenge.
Order out on the run's been injured and can't make it back on their own. It looks like they were carrying schematics for a new autonomous bot prototype.
Oh.
We can't afford to lose those either.
But now I've seen this bit, I'm a bit like the anchor, which is you are a porter, makes me personally, it makes me not want to play it again. But I kind of dig the world building and the story, the lore behind it. It's just the last few parts have been very heavily building up the network, isn't it? Which is what it is. It's just so bizarre, like having all this. You look like a cannon. I think it's almost, you know, and I don't mean this rudely, but to me, it's like, it's the silliness of it. And for me, I love my shit to be grounded and real and believable. Like if it was like you're a porter and you literally have just like the one case, you know, a bit like you know, you get the blood supply people that go from hospital to wherever, the donors hospital, wherever it may be, or between places. Like small amount of cargo, like the transporter. Yes. Bits of the silliness of it.
They may be cut off up here, but word still travels. We've heard all about the great deliverer, the BT.
Is that Charles from Red Dead?
Stopper. I'm still working on that last one. Well, I'm just stoked to meet you, man. So, what you got for us? Whoa, incredible. This will be a huge help. Thanks. You're not going to even recognize the way station when we're through. All right. All we need now is to get.
What happens between those 2 points? Does it just fade back and come straight in, or does something happen? Do you get to walk about? Because they've done that for the entirety of the game, Gamers Little Playground. They've cut it that way. Whoa. Bloody umbilical cord.
Man, it sure feels good to be part of the UCA for real. We've been literally marooned on an island for way too long.
It is him, isn't it? It's definitely Charles from Red Dead.
It's gonna take some work, but I'm feeling revved up and ready to go like never before. We won't let our country down. Thanks, Sam. And good luck out there. Not that you need it. You're gonna hit the West Coast before you know it.
Good work, Sam. Next, you need to extend the network to the distro center north of the city. Now'd be a damn good time to do it, too, as they just sent out an SOS call. Info's still coming in, but it looks like there's been an accident, and we've got injured in need of assistance. Check the delivery terminal for details.
That is still my biggest gripe with this game. And how he delivers information. The world building is well up there. Well up there. But it's how the information is relayed to us. I just think it's just like, oh my lord, like, it's just too much. You either do it in parts, or you make it more visually interesting to take that information.
Battery low. Please charge vehicle.
Oh shit, I didn't realise that thing ran on batteries as well. Why does it run out on juice? Oh, on you just have to leave it.
Thank you so much. Our med team should have no trouble patching him up now. You're a lifesaver.
Look at those blue bars, yeah? That little blemishes of light coming off it. It's that futurist. It's that beautiful futuristic look that you can easily approach with it, and they obviously change colour. Bi-colour.
Someone slipped explosives into a parcel we processed. Separatist assholes think this land is theirs for the taking. They may be right. Any one of us could have handled that package. Fuck me. We have to be more careful. Beef up our security. At least we didn't lose anyone this time. Thank you, Sam.
This time.
Really. I hear the chiral network is coming along. You think the signal's strong enough to reach us here?
I hope so. Give it a try. Huh?
Must have. They must have done all... They paid him for all the cutscenes and all that stuff, and they were like, yeah, don't worry about the rest, we'll just have one-way conversations and do it that way. Probably a time thing. Or money. I bet it's one of them. Oh mate, we're fucking cramming through these now, aren't we?
Sam, with the help of the chiral network, we've recovered experimental data which should provide a boost to our ongoing research and development initiatives. As a matter of fact,
I feel like I've got to give this game a go though. I've got to jump on Steam to have a look.
Rounds, anti-BT ammunition that utilizes the unique properties of your own blood. However, it's important to remember that with each shot fired, you'll be expending a small quantity of your own blood. Depending on the situation, you may be better off switching back to conventional ammo. Further details can be found in the list of equipment available.
Let's just throw your blood at them. Okay. This is alright, as much as this is... Oh,
that's great. We've been starving for info. And if we run into any more trouble, we can get the word out sooner. I can't thank you enough.
All right, Sam. There aren't any more stops to make before Mountain Knot City. But this last leg will be the hardest yet. Rest up at the private room and check your gear before you set out.
earlier on I said about how many people do I think... Well, I was asked a question. How many of you dropped off on this game? I think the visual aesthetic, the design, everything like that, the potential story is like up there. I just feel like some of the gameplay mechanics or the gameplay loops are... I reckon a lot of it Western will be like, eh? Oh, sugar, mate. You see it go in? Slowly, too.
Amelie!
Higgs and his people came. They finally reached Edge Knot City. There's no escape for me now.
Oh boy.
The city's destroyed, and what's left is crawling with BTs. They're everywhere.
Where's your Kipu?
But I was able to sneak away and reach out to you.
Oh, interesting.
This might be our last chance to talk like this. I just wanted you to know that I'm safe.
Just sprinkles it in there enough for me to go, oh yeah, keep going on, keep going, I want to keep on playing.
You'll keep building the chiral network. It's our only hope for the future. It's my only hope for freedom.
Go on, let that score work. It's magic on me.
We can go back east together.
Amelie, your Kipu, where is it?
Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Very interesting. You know, since playing God of War, well, us watching God of War, it's really opened my mind up about using longer takes, longer shots to really lure you to threw me off there to lure you into the scene. And so what that is, what I'm referring to is what they call shooting style. Oh mate, we're gonna get all flashback from my little BB.
Back off. Back off!
Oh no, he did get popped. I would like to say I think this game is very much, in the UK we'd call Marmite. You either love it or you hate it.
Hey Sam, I have some new info you should hear.
Ah.
Recently recovered thanks to your efforts to expand the chiral network. It concerns BBs. I dug this up on my own, just to be clear.
I love the way he's whispering a little bit.
And if anyone asks, put it all on me. No need for you to deal with any blowback. You were just listening to me ramble on the wire, okay? Anyway.
Okay.
It looks like Bridges wasn't the first to bring back BB tech. It was a group of separatists. Terrorists opposed to UCA expansion, according to the records. They started using them about 3 years ago. Right around the time Bridges 1 was putting plans in place to head west. Seems these separatists were having trouble with BTs too, and figured that if they could track them, they might be able to steer them into our path. When Bridges caught wind of this, the decision was made to fight fire with fire, to start using BBs as a countermeasure. It's possible yours was commissioned for that very purpose, a fact I think someone may have tried to conceal, judging by the absence of BB-28's service record. I always found it strange that we were so willing to utilize technology we barely understood. Now we know why. We've been aping methods and techniques employed by others from the start. There's more you should know. It's about the original Bridge Baby experiments. Piecing together what
That's what we saw that thing, wasn't it?
It looks like they started around the time of the Death Stranding. They were conducted on the island of Manhattan off the East Coast, which was completely and utterly obliterated by what was almost certainly a void out. Back then, these experiments had the full support and approval of the American government. It's all just guesswork, but I suspect the BB program was conceived to help gain a better understanding of the nature of the Death Stranding. However, due to ethical and safety concerns, public opinion was strongly against the program. Still, they pressed on, and in their desperation to make sense of the greatest disaster of their age, I think they caused another. I should also mention that the president himself was killed in the blast.
Oh, well, that's gonna...
Death, when he was succeeded by then Vice President Strand, that the experiments were suspended by executive decree. Documents were
wow, unbelievable.
Facilities were decommissioned, and every effort was made to pretend that BBs had never even existed. Which begs the question how some random separatist group was capable of resurrecting the tech decades later. I'll let you know if I turn up anything enlightening.
That should have been a cutscene. There's stuff, mate. He packs too much into his sandwiches. His fucking picture sandwiches. He really does. Like, I understand he's got all this amazing world building going on.
City have a pressing problem that needs
Like,
to be addressed.
get the bloke acting on a screen or something.
From beneath the ground near them. They're seeing more of it by the minute, and it won't be long before it spreads into the city. There have already been reports of ejecta inside the outer walls. If nothing is done, the whole city might be swallowed by a sea of tar in the near future. There's an order from Mountain Knot City. Check the details on the delivery terminal.
Alright.
Be advised, Sam. The case for that antimatter bomb was not designed for long-distance transport. The magnetic traps that keep the antimatter sequestered are delicate. A powerful impact, reckless driving, an unbalanced carrier. There are all kinds of ways the traps could fail.
Oh my goodness.
The case should trigger an alarm. If it goes off, you're doing it wrong. And if the bomb goes off, we'll have a disaster on our hands. The kind we can't come back from.
And that's just on our back. Oh, crazy crackers, mate. So his shooting style is very much... He likes the long shots. Yeah, as I said, his shooting style, it kind of fits the narrative he wants. See, my shooting style is fast paced. I like... Sometimes you don't always, of course, need excess cuts. But I like cuts. I like to keep the eyes refreshed. I like to see like you're seeing it from different angles. Of course, we've got bad guys on our route. But, you know, those scenes where it was like really long on that girl's experience, it felt like her actual experience, Mama's experience in there. Can we not speed off? Oh mate, they're shooting at us. Oh my lord. Oh goodness gracious. I'm waiting for the thing to go. Jesus, that was lucky. This music's nice. So, you know, games at Playground, they cut the music, don't they? So these long journeys, you just get like beautiful long records to accompany you on this journey. See, now that would break you up a little bit. Right, this guy's walking is like... give me anxiety. What I love about this channel is I don't think this would have been a game that I would have ever looked at or picked up. But the fact is I get to experience it because of you guys is just... it's awesome. Going from Red Dead Redemption 2 to this, and then I've got Uncharted 4, I'm starting that tomorrow. Which I think is more my shooting style. Such loads of game stories. Really good stories and things that you get to see what works and potentially what doesn't work for your taste.
The hell do you think you're doing, Bridges? That network you're building is carrying some nasty stuff. Stuff nobody would want anywhere near them. I thought you people would have figured that out by now. We want no part of your chiral network or the UCA.
What's up, boys? Is that you, Mama? You hit your head there, Mama?
I'm not yours, and yours is no kind of mother.
All right, enough games, Mama.
I don't think you heard me, mister. Mountain Knot City is telling you and the UCA to take a hike. You people keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna put us right back on the road to the Death Stranding. We didn't ask for you to come and tell us how to live our lives. We'll decide that for ourselves, thank you very much. All we want from you is the occasional delivery. Nothing else.
I guess it does sound like it. I don't really...
For the city.
That's right. I'm in charge. The name's Lochner.
Lochner? Hold up, I need to talk to you. You're a technician, right?
Oh.
Go home and don't come back.
Listen to me, damn it. I need your help.
Well, we don't need yours, Bridges. You're only making things worse.
Of course, the person we want gives us pushback.
Sorry you had to deal with that, Sam. She's the boss over there, and she's not afraid to lay down the law. We need her, and we need her people. We've lost too many others as it is. Without Mountain Knot City, the chiral network, and the UCA will never be complete.
What now?
So, here's the thing.
We go through her.
Lochner is Mama's twin sister.
That's why.
Went west with the others. Second group, just like Mama. Mama's not her real name, of course. That'd be Malingen. Both have dooms and both are scientific geniuses.
Mama's primary field of expertise is applied physics. Lochna's is theoretical.
Okay.
Mama designed the Cupid hardware. Lochna, the software. They said they could converse over any distance. Said they had a special bond that led them. I don't know how that's possible, but I'll tell you this. There wouldn't be a chiral network without them. They were so close that some said they were like one person in two bodies. Might be why they were able to develop the Cupid. But they had a falling out after Molingen's accident. Lochna left Bridges and cut off all contact with us. I don't know what happened between them.
Right.
But if we don't
Okay.
bring Lochna around, our plans to make America whole again are finished. Not that I'm asking you to stick your nose in their personal business. Though if you did, it might help us figure out how to bring Lochna around. Which would be great, because our plans to make America whole again are finished without her. In the meantime, if you've got any bright ideas, feel free to give them a shot. Good work.
Mate, I almost every time he has one of those chats on his fucking watch, I would literally always want to like get a little timestamp, little stopwatch, and click it. And like if you add them up, how long you're sitting there listening, like there weren't subtitles on the screen. I'm just a bit like your eyes are floating. It only takes like 7 seconds, and your eyes get bored of what they're looking at. They start looking around unless something's moving. Granted, that glitching's doing something, but not enough.
Blood collection complete.
That's my biggest gripe, I think, with I noticed it in, what was it? Horizon? Well, not Horizon. It was a fucking game where you start cutting up things. I noticed it in that as well. Two very dialogue heavy. Granted, I think that was Platinum Games. Was it Platinum Games?
Ready to take the plunge? So, the only things you can bring with you is yourself. And maybe a few other trinkets that are really important to you. Okay, close your eyes. Picture your destination. Hold it in your mind.
Should we not get like some shoes on? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. Oh. I was expecting us to see like the beach, but I guess we've seen the beach already, haven't we? Hey, baby. Oh, dude, that don't look good. Oh dear, should not make it.
Our little secret. I got my hands on something special.
Nice.
I might lay the chest somewhere you rolled them. A toast to Lisa. And to you.
I love these little scenes.
Not bad.
I think it's because he's such a good actor. I was watching a film once where he was like, I can't think what it's called. I think he's like an ex-hitman or something, and I thought that was really good. Like, obviously not the best movie I've ever seen, but just him as an actor was just very good. That's the thing that lets it down sometimes on like a lot of things, especially if you're like starting out and you're trying to get your actors hardly no money or no money at all. It's pot luck what you get, because you're gonna have like this amazing story and absolutely crap cast who can't deliver it. Well, this motherfucker's got a fantastic ensemble, isn't he?
Thanks for coming back.
Wow, your sister's a bit frosty.
got something for you. These are your new cufflinks. They still work as a terminal, but I've added a weapon function. I was able to redesign everything from the ground up after the last connection.
And they're weapons too now.
That's right. Cord cutters.
Oh, that looks like Higgs' shit, doesn't it?
BTs are connected to the other side via umbilical cords, right? When those cords bring the matter of our world into contact with the antimatter of theirs, boom. Void out. But, just as Deadman theorized, your blood does have unique properties. It can be used to cut a BT's cord. So, I've added that function.
So Higgs is just like us then?
Cut the cord of the BT, and it returns to the world of the dead. No BT, no void out. Win-win.
These things can cut them loose.
If you can get close enough without them noticing, yes.
I like the fact that we're looking at
super handcuffs.
One actor and you hear the dialogue of another. Great.
Let's try that.
Amateurs never do that. Amateurs always show who's talking. Don't need to.
Cut the cord connecting us.
Oh, dude.
She's sound asleep. I made sure she got plenty of milk.
Oh, mate, I wish the lighting was a bit lower on this.
Just do it.
Make it a little bit more personal.
Please, Sam. Set her free. This world was never hers, but all the same, I didn't want her to leave it. Even though she's already lost. Truth is,
Wish the frame was better.
really my daughter.
The attack and everything, that was all a lie?
No, that part was true. My ovaries can't produce eggs, and Lochna has trouble with her uterus. Long story short, neither of us can have children. I was alright with it. I mean, children.
Oh.
Who needs them, I thought. But my sister thought differently. Lochna wanted a child. Someone to carry her genes. She fell in love with another member of Bridges, but he died in an accident. She was devastated, of course, as was I. Back then, strong emotions like that, I could feel hers, and she could feel mine. When I sensed her desire to join him, to end it, I went to her and said, let's have a baby.
Right. Man, that's fucking
We
deep.
took one of Lochna's eggs and fertilize it with his frozen sperm.
Very
And I
scientific.
Carried it to term. A healthy baby grew inside of me. But then there was the attack. And our bond was severed. I wanted to tell her.
I love this 45-degree angle he's looking.
I couldn't just abandon her. But I was wrong. Lochna needs to know.
Crikey.
You have to break some ties to forge others. Can't be tied to everything. If we're going to reconnect the world, I need to reconnect with my sister first.
Oh, that little baby looking at him, mate. Please. I love the fact that little baby's looking around.
Do it.
Mate, why does he have to do it like that? He looks so aggressive. Wow, what was that? Something... Taken away.
Good fight.
That was nice. It would look much more nicer if it was lower light. Wow. I think that there is the perfect time to stop it. What a powerful scene that was.
Checkpoint!
It's funny because as much as I love this game, I really like certain aspects of it. There's some things I'm always like, oh, it could be better. You know, not saying that everything I say is right or wrong, it's just my personal opinion. Like, that was such an amazing little scene. It was really beautiful. But the lighting, it was just so harsh. It kind of ruined it a little bit for me. This little devil in the details that just, I don't know, I don't know if it's an Eastern thing or what it is. Or is it just a little bit, the only way I could describe it, imagine like a sharp piece of wood or metal, and then you just sort of like sand it down ever so slightly, so it's just a little bit more smoother in its delivery. That's exactly what I felt that was, and for me it was the lighting on that kind of was a bit harsh. It kind of ruined it. I wanted it to be softer, more close, but the thing is with it, he had those extended shots again. These one-shotters work perfectly and sometimes they don't. And that one was at the end. I felt like we could have jumped around a little bit and it could have been just as emotional. But the point is, you leave it lingering on a subject, on an actor, if it doesn't feel like it needs to cut away. And that it kind of didn't really at certain points. But the limitations of that, when you're stuck on a wide and you're with this, they're slowly, gradually bringing it closer and closer and closer. And then the bassy boom happened as it looked at Sam looking from a 45-degree angle, sort of like that with his sort of neck covered up. It was nice, like it was good. I'd give it a really high rating. It's just something about that just felt off. This whole game, actually, now I'm on the third part, the gripes are really starting to not necessarily annoy me, but it's really hard because the story itself I like the science fiction, I love the visual aesthetic, I kind of like his shooting style to a certain degree in some cases. But there's some of that gameplay in there that it pulls me out the illusion. It's a little bit, well, it's very grounded, isn't it? It's very like a surrealism world that he's created here. He likes the old juxtapositions going on, doesn't he? But it's very much like, there's some parts of it they don't click with me as a person. I feel like this game is very much mud and Marmite, or Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. And I genuinely feel like that. I think there's very few minority would play this and be like, it was a good game, but it's not like the greatest game. I feel like you're either in it or you're not. It's the gameplay mechanics that would pull me out, I think, a little bit. Like the whole bomb thing. Get the bomb, the nuke, throw it in the mud or whatever it was and let it go down. Yet we had all our parcels with us. I was just a bit, it pulled me out of that illusion. The other one is actually the bit which I've mentioned quite a few times, is actually Sam not speaking to other characters. Like the people coming out their front doors in their bases, and they'll have a whole conversation with themselves and he's just sort of looking on, and then they bugger off back into their homes. It's like, it's not believable. It just seems really strange, and it basically excludes me from the world. So I don't want people thinking, oh, I hate this game. I don't. I genuinely think it's a great game. What I've seen, love the story, love the shooting style, love everything, mainly everything about it. It's just these few gripes just starting to add up a little bit now, and they're actually becoming a little bit infuriating for me personally. I'm just a bit like, oh my lord, please can we move on? Like the amount of dialogue on a still frame, and that's not because I'm being a millennial or an ADHD thing. If you are I don't know what we were, Gen Zers now, I don't know what the fuck we are now, but new people like the TikTok generation, they no way in a million years would they be able to sit there and watch just a frozen picture just glitch a little bit and get all that exposition done. Even for me who can tolerate it, I'm like, oh my lord, this is getting too much. Make this a cutscene, just tell us the information as we're continuing on our journey, because it's just a bit too much. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, thank Christ for subtitles, because if the subtitles weren't there, something moving, or for me to able to scan or do something on scene, I think I'd have been scrolling on my phone or a bit bored. Again, is that just a me thing? But for me, I try to look at it from multiple lenses. Exactly the same thing as when I write for clients or do work. You write it as a storyteller, does it make sense as a story? So you have to look at it from the character's perspective. You have to look at it from the audience perspective. Someone that actually works in that field or understands this field, or in this case, enjoys the genre. But also from a cold caller, you're trying to bring in new clientele. And then obviously from a client's perspective, in this case, I guess you kind of can eliminate that. I try to look at things through multiple lenses, And with this, it's really difficult. But then again, at the end of the day, it's his story, isn't it? It's what Kojima-san and his team wanted to tell, and it's their way of telling a story. As I said, it's a very personal thing. It's just, this game is clearly never ever going to touch the light of day when it comes to Gen Zers, like the Fortniters and things like that. And what's the fucking football game with remote control cars? But even for people like us, you know, like in my generation, who this game is probably made for, yeah, I just don't see it. I just feel like you're either really in or you're not. It's such a shame for me personally, but I don't want you guys thinking that, oh, I'm not ever going to cover a Kojima-san game again. Absolutely I would, and I'm looking forward to the next part already. It's just these little irritations are just my personal way of being like, oh, I wish they weren't there. But the story itself, when it hits, mate, it hits hard. And yeah, so yeah, I'm going to end this one on more of a complaining thing, but I still love it. I know it sounds oxymoronic. It's just, oh, those gripes, man. Those little bugbears are starting to add up. So there we have it. That was my reaction to all the cutscenes to Death Stranding, the Director's Cut Part 3. What a shame to end it on a negative tone, but I'm doing it with the utmost respect of the storyteller as well. As I said, these are just my personal opinions, and I think it's important because you guys on the channel have always asked me, like, we always watch stuff, and I always try to remain positive. I don't like negative anything, okay? I understand constructive criticism, should we say? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, this is Kojima's idea, dream, the story he wanted to tell. And you guys always ask me to cover things that I don't like, or potentially not things I don't like, but things that are bad, because I can talk about the bad things. And so this is great for me to tell you, yes, I love the story, but there's so many things, well, not so many things, a few little things that I don't like. And at long last, it's nice to be able to do it in a way. I'm not like, oh, this is the utter shittest game I've ever played, because absolutely it's not. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's stunning. I like the idea that the information that I give, yes, it's personal, but at the same time, I can say what I don't like about it, what I would probably do different. Bear in mind that it's not my game, and of course I'm not in the industry, and that's the beauty of it. It's art. You can have a say in it, but it's really just your personal. There is no right and there is no wrong. I don't want you guys thinking, as I said, this just to end it on a negative thing. Yes, I cannot wait to see the next part, but I've just got to remind myself with each part that this is his way of telling a story. So yeah, that's my reaction to all the cutscenes part 3. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I definitely enjoyed it, even though I sound really like a negative Nancy. But yeah, I'll see you either on part 4 or another gaming franchise. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Out of time!